Hello, welcome everybody. I'm Samevans and I have made a verbal contract with myself. As they say, your word is your law, right? And when you have a defined throat, especially as a leader, you need to honor your word. You need to honor your word. You need to honor what it is that you want to say, making sure that you not only get your message across, but most importantly, you lead by example. So this is officially my first live on this message that I downloaded, was advised to do by the ones above, to take you guys on a bit of a journey. Now, for those who are brand new to my world, just introduce yourself. I'm going to keep these lives as short as possible because A, you guys are busy lives, and B, I could talk for England and I just want to get my message across in the most shortest, most powerful way to be able to not only connect with you, but also to really share and reflect the power of the leadership skills that I'm bringing, and for you to just experience the work that I'm doing. So yesterday I announced my Ignite Your Power program. First, before I do begin with today's message, I want you to understand first and foremost about this program. Now, actually, it was the name of a one-to-one program I did many moons ago. And then when I launched EQ Mastery Coach, one of the things that I'm very adamant and passionate about is learning tools for yourself. So I did this program, I launched it, but there was still something missing. And a gorgeous soul in there said, Sam, do you know what? That was such a powerful program, even though it was only like 6 hours for the first part, but it would have been so amazing if you did it in bite-sized chunks. So lo and behold, I have birthed the updated Ignite Your Power 2.0. Now, at the moment, it is on a pre-sale price. The opt-in page is not ready yet. So that's why I haven't sent the link yet. But this is something I want you to feel the pull. Like when I say feel the pull, your soul goes, I need to work with Sam. And this is one of the reasons why I'm doing these lives, because this isn't just about me, this is about you. This is about stepping into that authentic leadership in a way that feels right for you. Because look, anyone can show you how to write a message, how to market yourselves, but you're still going to have to develop the empowering leadership skill set from within. And the only way you're going to do that is if you understand exactly what key areas that you personally need to develop in a way that feels good for you. Now, that's what I'm going to say on the matter. Because today what I want to do is I really want to share why it's so important to, as a leader, learn to effectively manage yourself, right? Now, when my granddad passed, now you've heard me spoke about this many, many times. When he passed, I was not prepared. I emotionally was not prepared. I had the best day of my life. When I mean the best, like everything was going well for me. I just finished EQ Mastery Coach, all had been uploaded, my one-to-one diary was busy, my contract was absolutely buzzing, everything was going well. Everything at home was good, I was organised, I was structured. And then I felt this deep, dark pain. And I cannot even begin to express to you, as an emotional authority, how painful that was. I was in a deep, dark, deep sleep. And then my husband came awake, woke me. And I spoke to my sister. And my sister even said to me, she said, Sam, do you know what? I didn't even cry until I heard you cry. Because I just broke. I didn't expect it. I didn't expect to lose my granddad, right? It feels quite emotional because obviously I still love him. I'm always going to love him. And he is coming up to a year anniversary as well. But the thing is that even though when we lose ones close to us, we need to be prepared for days like this. We need to be prepared for moments where we feel like we just don't want to do anything. We need to be prepared for moments where we can take care of ourselves in moments like this. Because I don't think there is any other type of pain as worse as grief. Trying to hold it together here, guys. When we lose someone so close to us, this is where we get to deeply understand what's most important in our lives. And at that particular point, especially when we done the funeral, I was coughing so much. Like when I was coughing, it was actually the last time I had a cough. And I suffered with coughs from 5 years old. I'm 45 now. So for 40 years, I've always had a cough. I've always had something going on with my lungs. And when it comes to lungs, this is where we can carry grief. And I was coughing so bad and everyone's going, oh my God, you know, what is wrong with you? But it was just an emotional pain that I was holding in my lungs, and I just let it all go. But what happened is as I was going through this emotional period, I lost my identity. I lost who I was. Who am I without my granddad? How am I supposed to survive? How am I supposed to build my business? Who am I here to show anything of? And it was very challenging for me. But you know what? What don't break you does really make you stronger. And that situation really allowed me to take a look at the areas that I needed to improve on. Because as a wise coach said to me, Sam, you're going to always face challenges like this. You're always going to face moments like this, but you've got to keep showing up. You've got to keep showing up for yourself. And this is why it's so important to have real good understanding of yourself with the power to be prepared rather than wishy-washy. And a lot of people do that. They have wishy-washy businesses thinking, oh, just going to make sale, just going to make sale, just going to make sale. But if you don't take care of yourself, if you don't put yourself first, if you don't learn how to empower improvement in your self-consciousness, then what you're going to do is you're going to lack the ability to connect to your soul's voice. If you don't have a strong connection to your soul's voice, then what you're going to do is you are going to create emotional patterns that's going to repeat consistently, that's going to show up when you're faced with challenges. And so this is why it's so important to make a deliberate investment in understanding yourself and your emotions. It's about making that deliberate investment in understanding you and your purpose. It's about making that deliberate investment in knowing who you are. You may say to me, I know who I am, I know who I am, but when you're triggered, or when something sets you off, or when something comes into play, how are you going to handle that situation? It took me 7 months to overcome that lesson. But do you know what? Even though it was the most challenging experience of my life, it was a rebirth for me. Because it made me realize, because what I actually did do is I went into the comfort zone, and I went and started to do things that was safe. And I went and done things that it was just easy because I didn't want to feel uncomfortable anymore. And you know what? That's okay. Because sometimes you do have to learn how to be comfortable being uncomfortable in a way that feels right for you, without force, without pressure, without constantly feeling triggered. When you develop the skills in understanding yourself deeply, you not only empower yourself, but you also become an inspiration towards others. My lesson and my message for this today is that if things feel challenging and tough, believe you me, I know more than you know. You've got to really understand what those emotional triggers are and be a bit compassionate towards yourself. When you give yourself compassion and be kind to yourself, people talk about self-love all the time. It's no joke. It's no joke. You've got to have self-love, self-care. And one of the biggest things that I'm doing at the moment is forgiving myself. I'm rebuilding my relationship with myself because I became totally disconnected when my granddad passed. And the only way that I'm ever going to build a thriving business, because lo and behold, there's going to be other people that do pass. There's going to be other people and other lessons and adversities I'm going to have to go through. I have to be prepared for that. And this is what my message is for you today. I want you to really take a good look at your level of self-worth that you have. I want you to take a look at your levels of energy. Because when you don't have self-worth, your energy is going to represent it. And when your energy is off, that's because you're constantly consumed with worry and stress. And when your body is constantly consumed with worry and stress, You don't want to take no action. And if you're pushing yourself, forcing yourself to do something, but your body's telling you no, you've got to go inwards. You've got to make time to have fun and build a life for success with happiness. There's no point saying, I'll be happy when. I'll be happy now. I'm successful now. I'm free now. So take command of the present, because that's the only way that you're going to be able to create the future that you want. When you focus on your self-awareness, on achieving what's right for you right now, make the most of it. Because as always, the power is within you. So that's it. That's day 1 of my 21 days of reflection on enhancing your leadership power. Ignite Your Power is now available. It is on a pre-sale. So go find the video, go watch it, go watch my message. I have created this from my heart and it's taken me 2 years to build this message. So go and watch it. It's 2 minutes of your life and then let me know if you feel the pull. Mwah. I'll see you tomorrow for day 2.